go. 3. Give me 1 second. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Sports Rise Show with Sports Pops. Listen to the voices if you want to get in trouble with the voice Ortiz, Dallas Cowboys neighborhood with Mr. Wilson. It's about time with Top Fun Maverick and the pit crew. Start your engines. The Sports Rise Show is ready. Welcome, everybody, to the Sports Rise Show. I am your host, Sports Pops. And remember, here at the Sports Rise Show, every sports story belongs to you. And you guys can throw the flag on Sports Pops because, using a new platform. And he forgot to hit recording. So we recorded the first 15 minutes just to practice. Are you talking about practice? Come on, you talking about practice? Yes, we were doing practice. That's the way it went the last 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to have to take Chino to dinner now because, he says, that's why I do what I do and you don't do what you do and you're fired. That's exactly what he said, Lifetime concussion protocol, no doubt. Let me present you my great pick crew. Let me start with listen to the voices if you want to get in trouble with the voice Ortiz. Dallas Cowboys with Mr. Wilson. And of course, it's about time with Top Fun Maverick. And to make no sense of this show, we need director, producer, cheerleader, but better known as Lifetime Concussion Protocol. And we need him now so he can cut the music because, he thinks this is like the Grammys or something for country awards. So, Chino, when you get the chance, come over here and cut this music off.
Put the drink down, man. Put the drink down.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's in happy hour right now. I think he's as happy as I am because, the gods of basketball, they've been so great to me this year. And I'll get into that later. But in order to know why it's being great for me, LeBron is gone from the playoffs. Perfect world for me now. The NBA season for me is being a complete success because LeBron James is gone. Now, let's go into the Eastern Conference Finals with the New York
Dicks.
Yes, are into the finals of the Eastern Conference Finals. And they're waiting for the winner between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Detroit Pistons. Mr. Wilson, who do you think is going to prevail out of that series that is 2-2 and Game 5 is tonight between the Cavaliers and the Pistons? And who you think is going to be facing the New York
Dicks?
There you go.
I've been back and forth with this, but I am picking the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham is still looking for that second scorer to assist him, and they've had their off and on type of games. But just based on the season that they've had and the grit that they show, the grit that they play with, I think that they'll be able to somehow squeeze out a victory past the Cavaliers. Cavaliers do have Donovan Mitchell, had 43 points the last game, really throwing on the cape right now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and James Harden is chipping in and doing his thing. So even with all of that being said, I think that the Detroit Pistons style and them having home court advantage, that they should be able to pull this out, and I expect them to be moving on and facing the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
What about you, Top Fun? You think the Pistons can go ahead and defeat the Cavaliers to face the New York?
I prefer
Oh,
Cleveland.
I'm sorry, Dicks.
No, I think I'm going to lean Cleveland. They seem to have momentum now. I know they started down 0-2, but now the series is tied. I think it's helping that Donovan Mitchell just went absolutely crazy the last game. And like Mr. Wilson mentioned, I mean, you have James Harden chipping in as well. I mean, last game he scored 24 points, the game before 19. So compared to game 3, he started to play a lot better. And then I think the biggest thing for the Cavs is they also have Evan Mobley. I mean, he gave them 5 blocks. He's a great rebounder, a great defensive player, and he added 17 points. So I think with just those 3, I think they'll be enough to carry the Pistons, because obviously with the Pistons, you need Cade to go off. And if he has a down game, then Pistons can be in trouble.
Okay. I like your take on that. I like the Cavaliers because I think they have a little bit more experience than the Pistons. So I think if Harden keeps contributing the way he's been doing in the last 2 games, then the Cavaliers should come out victorious. But I think it's going to be a 7-game series, no doubt in my mind. Voice, you agree with my assessment, or you think there's going to be something different? And who's going to be facing your favorite team, the New York?
Oh God, the dicks. I agree with you. I think it's going 7 games. This series has been going back and forth. It's been a thing of beauty. And I agree with Top Fun and Mr. Wilson. I mean, Donovan Mitchell has been absolutely on fire. And again, Harden also has been playing some great basketball. That's what's keeping them afloat. At the end of the day, after seeing what Detroit, pulled out that series against the Magic, I gotta go with them. To face the Dicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. And fellas, let me tell you, I know that Brown gets a lot of heat here, especially from Pops. But what about Harden? I mean, how long has he been in the league? Hold on, how long has he been in the league? We're talking about like one of the premier scorers in the NBA. Yeah, the guy plays no defense pretty much, but he's been on some great teams. And he's still got as many championships as I do. So, wow, that's tough.
Wow,
that's really tough.
That is true. That's tough. Mr. Wilson, now that this series is going to be extended between the Cavaliers and the Pistons, it's a big time advantage for the New York, how he calls them. The Knicks. I like the Knickerbockers. I have nothing against. The power forward. You will be mentioning in a few minutes that his condition will be better and he'll be in full action once the Eastern Conference Finals hit. So for me, it doesn't matter who does win. If the Cavaliers do, that means the Knicks have the home court advantage. And for sure, if they do, I can see the Knicks pulling out in 6 games and going to the NBA Finals. What do you think about that, Mr. Wilson?
I don't think it matters who they face. I'm sure that they would love home court advantage, and I'm sure their ownership would love it as well because they get a whole bunch of concessions and parking and all sorts of stuff. But like you were referencing, OG Anunoby gets the opportunity to kind of heal, get back, or at least get closer to being healthy. So even if it does take him a game or 2 to get back into the series, this extra time with them sweeping the Philadelphia 76ers definitely works in their favor 1,000%. They could use this time to get him back healthy. But I think that the Knicks, even if whether it's the Cavaliers or Detroit, I think that with the way that they're playing, they're out of this series in 6 if they keep up this rate.
There we go. Talking about the fact that the Knicks went and swept Philadelphia, Elton Brand is going to stay as the GM, but the president was fired today. They're going to keep the head coach. But to our pre-production show where we're doing, you're talking about practice? Yes, where we're doing practice. I have to say, Embiid, they have to make a decision whether they're going to keep building around him, which I don't think is the smart thing to do because we know the situation with his injuries. And then you should go ahead and build under Maxey and see exactly what you get out of him and with a supporting cast. And I'm not going to take credit on this. And I said on the pre-production, someone, I believe it was inside the NBA said why he don't become a 6-man, whether he stays in Philadelphia or he goes somewhere else. I think that could be a good role for him due to the injuries that he's always on. And Mr. Wilson, you said it in our pre-production, first 2 years, he missed, basically the 2 seasons. And now, it keeps progressing in the same direction. What do you think is the cause of this? Maybe nutrition, maybe conditioning? What exactly do you think is with him that he cannot stay healthy?
I think it's a few things. I think it might be black magic. Maybe he dated somebody who has a voodoo doll of him. Honestly, I can only put this on as just bad luck. I don't think it's anything there's never been anything that's come out about him not working hard or him not being in the gym and doing the things that he needs to do. Or, he's not like Zion Williamson, who they catch with burgers underneath his bed and stuff like that. It's never been an issue. It's truly been the guy hurts himself walking. He gets hurt just. He had appendicitis this postseason, so it's just something that constantly comes up. Again, I'm not joking when I say it's black magic. Maybe I'm not sure what country he's from, but maybe he was out there messing around with the ladies and they made a doll of him, because it truly just doesn't make sense. Anything that you can injure, this man has injured. I don't know why.
You should know about messing around with the mommies.
Yeah, but they didn't put any voodoo on me. I don't think. I don't hurt myself walking.
Joel, give a new nickname here at the Sports Right show and call him Joel the Voodoo Man Embiid, or I'm sorry, But we'll see what happens with them during the off season. They got a lot of pieces that they got to fulfill. But let's go now into the Western Conference, where the OKC defending champs swept LeBron out of the playoffs. I am the happiest man in the world because LeBron, the queen of flop, bye-bye. Who's that people that sing that song? Bye-bye-bye. Yeah, that one.
In sync.
Exactly. Yeah, you're young generation knows the people that sing that song. So bye. There we go. So the question, I know OKC looks unbeatable right now. They haven't lost one single game in the postseason. They're waiting for the winner between Minnesota and San Antonio. But the question is now, what is next for LeBron James? Top Fun, do you think he stays in LA or he plays somewhere else?
I think he'll stay in LA. I mean, if he were to go to any other team, it's probably Cleveland, but who knows if they want to explore that again. I just think for him, he's just going to chill in LA. They'll probably pay him another 1-year contract or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I think he's just going to stick with LA, just play with Luka, and then hopefully they can add more players.
Okay, guys, really quick. Sorry, I was looking, but Adam Schefter just reported Dolphins and Pro Bowl running back Devon Achane reached an agreement today on a 4-year, $68 million contract extension that includes $32 million guaranteed.
Bad money.
Now go trade him.
They got paid. He got paid. No, for sure. But anyway, Mr. Wilson, let's go back to LeBron James. And what do you think is going to happen to him next year?
The question here is, do the Lakers want to move in another direction? And my answer to that would be they shouldn't. Not with the way that this man was able to take over and play different roles this year. He was the third option for much of the year when Austin Reeves and when Luka Doncic were healthy. His ability to kind of play that Swiss Army knife, guard bigs. Now, we understand he's not the defender that he once was. He's 41 years old, and there's times where he just doesn't get back up the court the way that you expect him to. But for him to last the season when he's over a decade older than the two guys who are the 1 and 2 option, I think that he's just an asset to the team. I think that I agree with Top Fun. He's either going to Cleveland or he's staying put. At this age, to uproot yourself and move, we all know what moving entails. No, it's not fun. I think he's going to stay put for the rest of his career, and he'll call it a day in Los Angeles.
And I understand moving around is a pain in the neck. I know you and the boys got one more move to do, and it's when the Sports Right Show gets licensed, and you guys will be moving to our beautiful TB City, and I want to make sure TB is not for Tom Brady, it's for Tampa Bay. Okay, so
I'm just coughing because I'm not moving.
okay, you're not moving. Okay, gotcha. I guess you'll be driving from Lakeland to Tampa once in a while. Anyway, let me go really quick. Stephen A. Smith had his Stephen A. list regarding LeBron and his future for next year. He had 5. So he started number 5, retirement, which for me is number 1. And he's also number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 in my list. But then he says, stay with the Lakers. Then he says, what about go and play with Curry with the Golden State Warriors? Then he say Cavaliers, just like Top Fun mentioned a few minutes ago. But then he went and said, go with the Knicks and get a 5th championship. That will be wild if he goes to New York. How you feel if he happens to go to New York for 1 year, Mr. Wilson?
I just don't see it happening. At this stage of his career, I just don't see it happening. If he did go to the Knicks, they're immediate contenders. Not that they aren't right now. They're immediate contenders to battle OKC and anybody else. Again, I know that you play around or what have you, but you know how good the man is. He's a good basketball player.
He's all right. He's okay.
He's a good basketball player.
Okay.
The man was averaging 27 and 7 this past postseason.
Can average 27 in this league.
What do you mean anybody? What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's not basketball anymore. You can travel. You can do whatever. I'll get into it in a few minutes. You can actually look at a guy.
But anybody can't put up 27.
Oh, that's Wemby. But we'll get into that in a few minutes. But no. He's a heck of a player. I got him in my top 20. I think he belongs with 12 and 15. I'm with Skip Bayless. Last week history was made. Skip went into First Take after 10 years. And they went into that argument, and he said that LeBron is number 9 on his list. And I wanted to call him and say, look, you were kind of nice to do that, to say that he's number 9. To me, he's between 12 and 15, but we'll get into that in another show. Boys, where you
just laughing.
Next year? He stays home. He comes to live in my penthouse full time, because right now he's part-time. What do you think?
Hell, kick him out, and I want to be out there rent free. But anyway, look, man, I think I agree with y'all, man, because he should only have 2 moves in his mind: is to stay with the Lakers or go back home, play for the Cavs. And like Mr. Wilson says, I do not see him going to New York. I wouldn't blame him. If he wants to look for a 5th ring, I can't blame the guy, man. I really can't. But here's the thing, it's like, can we get into his head and see what he's thinking? Because let's face it, I mean, I'm just saying out loud, right? I'm thinking out loud. If he was to go to Cleveland, wouldn't that be like the end for him? And just say, hey, I want to retire as a Cleveland Cavalier, play for my hometown and retire. So who knows what's going through his head? But again, been in the league for 23 years. He came out straight from high school, which is no easy feat. Well, nowadays he can't do it anymore, but still. And so 2 moves for me: either going back home and play in a year, maybe two, retire as a calf, or like y'all said, just stay with the Lakers. You know what I mean? This moving around is just not easy, like you guys said.
No, totally understand. And let's go into the San Antonio Spurs and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I'm going to start with the key question here. And I know they played last night and they have a 3-2 lead, the Spurs do. But I don't think Wembanyama deserved to play game 5. He should have got suspended because it was not an elbow that came out of fighting a rebound and I'm trying to get off everybody. No. He looked at the guy and went with the elbow and hit him on the face. He should have got suspended. Now, since he was a role player that got, the smack on the face, they didn't even fine him. They just went and said, okay, it's okay, just him being out for the rest of that game 4, which I think is ridiculous. NBA, you always have a script. You haven't changed since LeBron James came into the league. You decided to become WWE with the script, and you know who wins and who loses. It's just that easy to go ahead and predict what's going to happen. I totally disagree with no punishment at all. And I think he should have got suspended for game 5 last night. How you feel about that, Mr. Wilson?
I got a few things here in terms of, yes, if this was anybody else, a 2-game suspension at the very minimum. Now, I'll say Wemby does not have a history of this, but the dude literally squared the man up and really could have injured him, to be honest with you. That was a vicious blow.
No, and to your point, Mr. Wilson, one thing is I don't have a history, but I go ahead and look into your face and I'll go ahead and hit you out of it, like I'm a MMA fight or UFC championship. Yeah, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. He should have got suspended, period.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you this. If the Lakers were playing San Antonio, he would have got suspended. I guarantee you. I'm going to use protocol perfect phrase. I'll bet you my ass if it was the Lakers, he would have got the 2-game suspension. What do you think about that, Tom Futt?
Yeah, I mean, I just think with the league, obviously they're not wanting Wembanyama to get suspended, especially in the playoffs. And they probably just felt, he played only 12 minutes and then got ejected, so that's good enough. Obviously, he should have been suspended the way he elbowed that dude in the face. Yeah, like if they were playing Lakers and he did that to LeBron, or maybe like OKC and did that to SGA, they probably would have suspended him.
Well, I will say this. I think if he was the Lakers, he could have hit anybody, even somebody from the bench, coming up the bench, and it was the Lakers, I guarantee you would have seen him out of the playoffs. Hey, Draymond did less in that series, and they suspended him when they were up 3-1. And all he did was argue, and they gave him a flagrant foul, a bullshit flagrant foul. Forget the don't get me started.
But you can't compare Draymond to Wemby. The reason why Wemby didn't go through that suspension is because he's one of the faces of the league and their ratings are already down. So the fact of the matter is you need Wembanyama playing, and that's the reason why they didn't suspend him, which again, I feel was completely wrong. My other issue with this is why was he not fined at the very least a 50, a 100K? Like, you've got to set some sort of precedence for this type of thing. I understand he doesn't have a history of doing these types of things, but if you're not going to suspend him for a literally flagrant act, you got to at least hit the man in the pocket. You got to do something. That was my other issue.
The one thing I didn't like was he does the hit. The guy from Minnesota goes down on the ground, and no one from Minnesota really did anything. I'm telling you, I might be sure, whatever the hell you want to call it, But if I see one of my teammates getting hit that way, when Bayam, I'm going to hit you on the nuts. At least I'm going to hit you on the nuts. We'll go both out of the game, but since the league don't want to suspend you, I'll take you on myself and hit you on the fucking nuts. That simple.
Well,
Bullshit.
you probably hit him more. You probably hit him more in the kneecaps, but I get your point though.
They started fighting though. They started.
I am taller than Kevin Hart, so have some respect, boys.
They got into a bit of a scuffle afterwards. You know, there was a bit of scuffle.
It was woozy. It was woozy. Woozy. Come on.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If that would have happened, let's say Detroit Pistons, the bad boys, and hit somebody like Magic, you don't think Kurt Rambis and the rest of those boys from the Lakers would have jumped on the Detroit asses? Shit.
They did. They did all the time. They did all the time back in the day. And a number like that, like you guys are saying, is a dirty play. You know what would have happened back in the day, by the basketball days? He probably would have gotten a technical, and I don't even think he would have gotten suspended. You know, technical for sure, but nowadays he should have been suspended. Like y'all saying, should have definitely been suspended. Not only that, suspended and fined.
No, yeah, but back in the day, if a scrum broke out like that, everybody just goes to the sideline. Nobody gets ejected. Everybody keeps playing. That was 80s basketball. You get into a fight nowadays, you got the backup players who would have to play because there would only be like 6 or 7 guys still left in the game. Back then, Detroit and these guys, man, they used to throw punches and everything. Next thing you know, they blow the whistle. The guy's still in the ball game.
You know, we don't do hockey here, but I'm wondering, is hockey still the same way where the guys go and fight?
Absolutely.
Why they don't allow it in basketball too? They should do the same thing. Just let them go at it. You know?
Yeah, it's still the same. I forget which playoff game it was that I was watching, but it was game one. Game one, they didn't even drop the puck. And two centers went ham on each other. They did not even drop. It must have been something from the regular season that these guys were harboring. They fought before the puck was dropped in game one. Talk about setting the tone.
Gotcha. Look, you know something? If we ever get even in a, friendly competition with anybody else, I will pick on a fight on anybody because I got voice. I mean, that big man, 6'4", 310 pounds of pure muscle.
I'm retired. I'm retired.
No. You got to defend me if I pick on a fight.
I'm retired. Mr. Wilson, you're way younger than me.
Fight because he's not a fighter. He's a lover. And then for Mr. Wilson, he'll say, I'm too pretty and I'm trying to go to Hollywood, so I'm not fighting either. You be the only one that got my back.
Nah, hey, tough fun. Just get your camera and start just, snapping pictures so the flash will go ahead and blind them, and we all leave.
Hey, but before we go with this, I will say, Naz Reid in this NBA, man, you're too strong. You got to stay down. He didn't sell that enough. He got hit, and this dude popped back up.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
No, yeah. But in today's NBA, you got to do like FIFA. You got to roll around on the ground. You got to sell it.
Queen of flop. It's not about FIFA. It's about the queen of flop, LeBron James.
Oh, you gotta sell it. He did not sell it, and that's another reason why Wemby. They were like, everybody was like, "Oh, Naz Reid is okay." If he would have stayed down for at least 60 seconds, 2 minutes, maybe the punishment would have been more severe. But he popped right back up. I'm like, dude, you should have been playing in the 80s and the 90s. Well, you don't belong in this generation.
I think LeBron would have said, I'm out of the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
I'm in ICU now, and I won't be able to play for the rest of the playoffs.
No, yeah. He popped back up, man. I was like, man, he popped up fast. I'm like, that was a nice shot.
He did like Jacob Fatu did against Roman Reigns this past Saturday at Tampa Backlash. Well, I was there live. I'll talk about that later. But anyway, I would love to see Minnesota winning the series, but they're not going to. So we're going to see the San Antonio Spurs against OKC Thunder. The regular season was 3-1 in favor of the Spurs. It's going to be a heck of a matchup. I don't think it's going to be that easy for OKC. Now, it's safe to say that whoever wins the Western Conference Finals will be the NBA champions. What do you think about that, Mr. Wilson?
Absolutely. Yes. The Knicks are playing good basketball. I don't see them beating either team from the West. Well, unless it was somehow Minnesota, which it's not going to be. But the Knicks will make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't see them beating the Spurs or the Thunder.
What about you, Voice? Did you see any of these two teams losing to the Knicks in the finals, or you think whoever wins this Western Conference Finals will be the champions?
So the Knicks in the finals are gonna make me a little bit nervous. Do they have a chance? Do they have a shot? Absolutely. Do I think they're gonna win it? No, but I would not be shocked at all if they actually somehow, some way win the finals. I just wouldn't. I mean, because they're playing great basketball. But then again, OKC, they're on a different level. They swept both series, right? Correct. So imagine if they go ahead and they just sweep the next opponent and then they sweep the finals.
They're not sweeping the Spurs.
No. The Spurs beat them 3-1, if I'm not mistaken, in the regular season.
But that's what I'm saying. So has any team ever swept every series that they have played in the history?
That's a good question for Chat GPT.
I think the Lakers lost one game. The Lakers with Shaq and Kobe, I think they lost one game.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been done. I don't think it's ever been done, ever. No. So
I don't think it's going to happen this year.
I don't think that they're going to look. Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Wilson, 100,000%. I see OKC Thunder, if they don't lose the series, they're going to have to play 7 games against San Antonio, is my take on that. So they'll have at least 3 losses if they go into the finals to defend the championship. It's my opinion.
Golden State was the closest team. 16-1 they went.
And then Lakers 15-1.
Yeah. Never undefeated.
16-1. That's amazing.
Hey, what about those what about those great Bulls teams with the GOAT? They didn't do it either? Wow. Okay.
Wow.
You just said
I was just asking. I was asking a legit question.
But that's the team with 2 3-peats. They have
it's amazing. 2 3-peats, and yet they couldn't do it. But let's move on.
Who cares? They got the championship.
But let's move on.
Who cares? Anyway, so I like the Knicks all the way, to be honest with you. I think they are that destiny team because everything is coming out the right way for them, to be honest with you. For a series to get extended so the player can rest and be ready, I think it's a key element. And sometimes, besides being good, you got to be lucky unless you're LeBron and, the league fix everything up for him. But besides that, it's a great thing. Let me correct a couple of things that I own a mistake from last week. I said about the Preakness, and now it was actually the Kentucky Derby, not the Preakness. So that's my fault. I take the flag for that one. So what happened a few weeks ago was the Kentucky Derby. Preakness is coming out this week. But still, first lady trainer ever to win a Kentucky Derby. We had the 1 and 2 jockeys from Puerto Rico, but there's one more element to it. They're brothers. I didn't have that last week, but hey. Dos hermanitos boricua. They went and did it, baby. Arroz con gandules, alcapurria. Let's go with it. We're ready to go. But yeah, it was 2 brothers. That's amazing. That's like having 2 baseball players and be able to be good at the sport, or even 2 basketball players or 2 football players. Like the 2 brothers that are going to be playing in Atlanta with the Falcons. The other one just got drafted this year in the first round. They're brothers. Who's the one? Top one.
I know his name. Hang on.
Yeah. Go look for it. But
I think AJ Terrell is the older brother.
There you go. So yeah, they got the Terrell brothers, and they're going to be playing for Atlanta. He got drafted by the same team as his brother. So that's amazing. I love it. Let's talk about. Oh, and the other mistake was, hey, lifetime concussion protocol. Can you come here for a minute? Lifetime. Oh, he's having a back concussion. But anyway, last week he had the music like he was doing this week. And I said, hey, you're still playing that music in there. And he went and called me by my first name. And we didn't get it. You know, we always said you cannot call Bruce Wayne, Batman Bruce Wayne. No way. But it took place anyway. Besides that, last Saturday, I was at the Benchmark International Arena. I decided to take a little bit of a coverage, like if I was covering a tailgate party. And it was an amazing atmosphere, some of us were not wrestling fans or the business entertainment. But I got to tell you, the atmosphere is crazy. And I want to say thank you to Byron Saxton. He went and did a little promo for us as I was doing a TikTok live. He came up to the mic right next to me, and he said a few words, and it's making it look good. We're looking professional now. Well, hey, 2 weeks ago, Mr. Wilson said that we are sports media. And I'm not going to go against Mr. Wilson. In our chat, he went and said that he's an analyst. Now, he didn't mention anybody else from our crew as an analyst. He's the only one. Top five, how you feel about that he called himself an analyst and he kept everybody else away from that list?
I'm cool with it. I accept it.
Oh, my God. He's today's NBA. I can tell.
I can't be an analyst if I don't watch baseball. So,
well, at least you can say I'm a football analyst. Come on, man. What about you, boys? How you feel about Mr. Wilson call himself the analyst of the Sports Right Show?
I never said that. You see, this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens. I didn't say that.
Hey, listen, it's all good, man. I mean, if he wants to take the lead, it's all good. But then again, we're all in this together. You know what I mean? One represents all, and we all represent one.
No, that's not what Sports Pops is trying to do. He's trying to pin us against each other, clearly.
He really is.
Hey, no, hold on. What he did was he went to WWE this past weekend, and now he wants to play the heel. Now he wants to give sweet chin music to a guy who he's rocking with, and
well,
turning
I'm trying
his back
to
on.
get a part-time job so I can go against Paul Heyman.
And by the way, I forgot to ask you, Pops.
Yes,
why
sir.
because I already saw the replay a couple of days ago. I couldn't watch it live.
Go for it.
How come I didn't see you run into the ring, with the shirt, Sports Right Show, and then, a sign that says, I hate Braun and I hate Jimmy? Why didn't you go in the ring like that?
The signs didn't allow me to bring him into the arena because they saw that. The problem was I didn't put I hate them. I say, fuck you, LeBron, fuck you, Jimmy. And they said, no, you cannot show that here. Sorry. Can't do it. And then
Mr. Wilson
run into the ring, but I got stopped by the midgets of Danhausen.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The 8 midgets stopped me completely.
Yeah, I can do without that. I can do with all that. That's a little too much. We talked about it, Pops. I can do without that. It's just a little too much.
Yeah, it was too much for me too. The Danhausen thing. I think they can make like animation type of thing with that character, but it really doesn't fit. They're trying to do like Doink. It was the clown.
Doink the clown. Yeah.
Something like that, and I didn't like it at all. But the rest of the card was unbelievable. Braun Breaker defeated Seth Rollins.
That was a hell of a match.
Oh, it was a heck of a match. And then we had Io Sky basically retire Asuka. You know, she walked away.
Yeah.
She's out of
Yeah.
there. And then we had who was the other fight? Well, that Danhausen thing, it was just a circus. Oh,
Yeah.
Williams. Whoop that trick. Whoa,
Oh, yeah.
that trick. Whoa, that trick. Whoa, that trick. You don't know who he is, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, Trick, the
Yeah.
white mink coat. Yeah, I know who.
Yeah, Trick Williams. Whoa, that trick. Whoa, that trick. Yeah, I'm telling you, that boy bad. That boy bad boy, man. Yeah, and then of course our OTC Roman Reigns took care of business against Jacob Fatu, his traitor cousin. You know,
That's
that's
right.
unbelievable. Now that you two, Mr. Wilson and Boys, you're like family.
Come on,
Mr.
Luz.
Wilson, will you fight boys? Will you fight
No.
boys? No, you
Hey,
will not do
listen,
that.
come on. Hey, listen, same team, baby, all the
Exactly.
time.
That's right.
Hey, that's my oos right there.
Yeah, his yo-yo head is related to Roman, and he went and did what he did. What do you think, Tough on? You want to get into the wrestling business, or
Me? No, I'm good. No wrestling for me.
Hey, you can get a job ringside taking all them picks.
well, hey, I won't mind. I won't mind, because then I can get, to meet Trish Stratus. She looks good, you know. Well, give me-
Does she lives in a penthouse? No.
Give me tippy time. It's a different type of penthouse. We cannot say
Oh,
what penthouse it is.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
guys, they've been talking about the NFL schedule. There's a story out there. I'm just giving you the story that came out there. That supposedly the reason the NFL delayed to release the schedule is because they were waiting for Aaron Rodgers' decision with the Steelers. Oh, come on.
I thought you were gonna say it was LeBron's. Oh, okay.
Oh, LeBron?
Oh,
No. That's okay. LeBron is on vacation.
I thought he was gonna blame Braun for the NFL's.
I'm surprised he didn't.
I will never do that. I don't put the Queen of Flop in a man's game. I will never disrespect football that way. Okay? If you told me like in a volleyball league or something like that, yeah, I'll make that comment. But anyway, top one. How you feel about those supposedly comments or reports that the NFL delayed that to see what was his decision or not?
I highly doubt the NFL would delay an entire a release schedule like that just because of Aaron Rodgers. I'm sure Aaron Rodgers believes that because he's kind of full of himself, but I don't think I don't think the NFL, because when it comes to the NFL, obviously you have the stars and whatnot, but the league is extremely popular without the heavy focus on a specific star like the NBA is or that sort of thing. So the NFL is going to be popular whether Aaron Rodgers is here or not. So I doubt there's going to be a delay because of him.
Go ahead, Mr. Wilson. Are you shaking your head in there? What's going on?
He's not that guy anymore. He's not that guy that moves the needle for the NFL anymore. The NFL, everybody has moved on past Rodgers except Rodgers and the Steelers, apparently, because everybody else has moved on. We've got great young stars in this league, and I agree with Top Fun. I don't see the NFL holding anything for Aaron Rodgers, who's going to be 42 years old, who nobody really cares whether or not he's here or not. Except
that's very parallel to LeBron James. Who cares?
Here we go. Here we go.
No, LeBron.
That's way different.
Very similar.
Yeah, he's still an all-star. All 8 seasons.
They both played well at their 42 years old. So Dan Skippy, yeah. It's a pretty similar situation.
No, it's not. When was the last time Aaron Rodgers made a Pro Bowl?
Oh, God.
Do you know that LeBron James has been a all-star all 8 seasons? I just told you he was averaging 27 points this postseason. Guys in their early 20s hope aspire one day to average 27 points.
Mr. Wilson, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Wilson, I'm gonna give you an advice. You look who you're talking to. Look who you're trying to debate. A man who breathes, lives, sleeps, eats, thinks Brown 24/7, has a beautiful penthouse, which I'm going to apply for because I don't want to pay any more rent. Rent is too damn expensive. I want to live rent free. I want to live rent free.
Is denied. Your application is completely denied.
Oh man,
they're not the same at this point. At these points in their career, that it's not the same. Aaron Rodgers
Well,
can go.
I think it's the same. They play efficiently for their teams. They cannot win the championship for their teams, but they're always in sports media. I think it's identically. They're almost like twin flavors on this one, to be honest with you. Boys, what do you think about that right there? That the league supposedly was waiting for Aaron Rodgers' decision, which he hasn't made a decision yet. So,
I think they're just rumors. I think somebody's just putting it out there, just to stir up, everybody going on a frenzy and everything. I completely agree with Top Fun and Mr. Wilson, but he's not that guy anymore. You know what I mean? And even if he was, do you think that one single player is bigger than the entire league, than the whole NFL? Oh, that's right. Tammy Brady. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, did you just call the great Tom Brady Tammy? I always said it. I will never call Tom Brady Tammy again. That's unbelievable, all of you boys. Top Fun, you think that's disrespectful? He calling Tom Brady Tammy Brady?
Very
of course, he's a Bucs fan.
He brought a title to TB City. Very disrespectful.
See, there you go. But wait a minute.
It's not Tom Brady City. Mr. Wilson, you think that's very disrespectful calling what some people call the GOAT, call him Tammy Brady?
Hey, man, the voice is my guy. But truthfully,
God. Jesus.
Tom Brady is that guy, and you have to give him the credit. Again, I never take away from greatness. And 7 Super Bowls, you can't say anything about that. The guy
in the soft era.
No, I'll give you that. But ain't nobody else in the soft era won 7. So we got if other people were winning 7, that would be one thing. But in his era, yeah, it might have been softer than the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, absolutely. But the fact of the matter is that he was the best in his generation, and truthfully, that's all you can compare people to.
So didn't they make a rule for him, just for him?
They literally did. Yes. It was.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
And they still making few. Now he's owner, analyst. He might come back and play while he's an owner.
Yeah, it's 3 off the top of my head. I know the below the knees thing came because he got injured. The tuck rule was something after watching at the time. It was probably like 15 years worth of sports. I never heard of a tuck rule until then. Everything was just a fumble. If you were moving your arm if the ball came out and you still had it in your hand, it was a fumble. I never heard of a tuck rule. And then I think the third thing was the whole hitting people. They didn't want his pretty face to get messed up, so they stopped allowing people to touch the quarterback's head.
Chris Berman used to say, "Fumble Ruski," for sure. That was a fumble, no doubt in my mind.
I never heard of that rule.
Me neither. Top Fun. Have you seen some of the interesting games for the schedule, or some of the information of those games that are going to come up? I got the international games that are going to be playing. So week 1 is the Rams and the 49ers in Australia, and they start on Wednesday night for the first game of the season. I'll be honest with you, the Rams or the 49ers are not happy with this game because have to travel on the first week. This is a divisional game, and you're going to put two teams in harm's way in that sense. And I believe none of them are going to have bye week on week 2. So they're going to have to travel, be there, and then come back immediately and be ready for the following week. So whoever goes 0-1, I hope you have an easy game the following week, because if not, you can see yourself 0-2 for the season. Then week 3, vamos para Brasil. Brazilian, las mamis de Mr. Wilson. And they're playing the Cowboys against the Ravens. Are you going to that game, Mr. Wilson?
Hey, I might be out there in Rio.
You might go.
Are
you going by yourself, or are you going with Mrs. Wilson?
No, the thing is that it's business, so I gotta cover out there. So yeah.
So what are you saying? She's going or she's not going?
No, this is a business trip. I
Business
gotta lock in.
Hire me to be your driver and carry your luggage around Brazil. I'll go with you.
I gotta lock in to cover my Cowboys, you know.
Then week 4 from London is the Commanders and the Colts. Then week 5 in London again, Eagles versus Jaguars. And then week 6 again, Texans against Jaguars. London loves the Jaguars. I don't know why, but if you've seen in the last 10 years,
back to back,
they play. They always play down there at least 2 games. So they're going to be playing in London like they always do. Week 7, we got the Steelers and the Saints from Paris, France. Oui, French fries, you know. And then week 9, Bengals and Falcons from España, hombre. Esto con la Z. Okay. And then Patriots and Lions. Ooh, that's a heck of a game. Week 10 from Germany. And the last international game is week 11 when the Vikings and the 49ers play from Mexico. So we can go to that one too and eat some tacos. You know? What do you think?
I'm down for that. I like tacos.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Voice, if we go to any of these games, are you taking Mrs. The Voice with you, or are you going by yourself?
Nah, we ride together, man. You know, I mean, when we have some time off, you know, we're gonna go sightseeing and everything. You know what I mean?
Okay. I want to ask Top Fun. I already know the answer.
He's gonna be busy taking lots of pictures.
You already know the answer.
I already know the answer. Yeah.
Oh God.
If Mrs. Top Fun can't go, that means we'll be talking on the phone with Top Fun about
That's right. That's right.
I'm going to tell you, the 49ers should be pissed. They don't have to go far for the second international game. They're just going to Mexico. But
that's true.
It's crazy that, you know, you have to play in Australia the first week, and then week 11 you got to go to Mexico. There's 11 weeks that they're playing internationally, which means 22 teams could evenly distribute that. And you got teams that are playing multiple games. I believe off the top of my head, maybe this year it was just the Jaguars and the 49ers. I'm not sure if I'm mistaken with that. But
yeah,
I think
Jaguars and 49ers this year. But the thing is that Jaguars are always playing from London every year.
Yeah.
They're like the home team in London. So if they ever decide to do something, I can see moving them from Jacksonville to London.
Yep.
How would it be called then? The Jacksonville Jaguars? You know? The Jaguars.
Is that your British accent?
The London Jaguars.
Bad accent. I'm sorry. It's not like can I have a glass of water?
Water.
Yeah. Water. Can I have some water? Any games that come up to your mind regarding, you know, what is going on right now? Let me see. Something happened to our man.
Yeah, the voice seems to have...
The voice. Oh, at the stage. There we go. Voice, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back, man. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't think the
No,
signal is that great here. But
I think the voice was hearing that we were planning taking you by yourself, and she went and
I'm
cut it off.
I'm on the
You
road.
come
I'm
up
on the road right now. I'm on the
Oh, you're
road
on
right
the
now.
road. My bad. My
Yeah.
bad. So you're all good. Anyway, uh, guys, any game comes up to your mind from what they have been given because the official schedule comes out tomorrow. Now, we have the strength of of the schedule. Let me get that in here really quick.
I'm happy. I'm happy
Miami got
about it.
screwed.
No, they did not. No, they didn't. I
Well-
wish they had the strongest. That's right.
What do they have?
Well-
Second?
Well,
Yep.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a great
yeah.
game
You got
also
you got to
for
let them get beat down, bro. Let them get
That's
beat
true.
down.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, listen, they win 3 games at the most, and they're gonna for sure be in the top 3 when it comes to the draft next year. Maybe even top 2.
Wow.
Archie
I'm
Manning,
okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Miami.
Yeah, the Bears have the hardest schedule according to Adam Schefter and the strength of the schedule for this upcoming season. Dolphins are second. They're a
Love it.
position play for better than 50%. The Cardinals, oh God, 53%. The Packers, the Chiefs, 53%. The Patriots, 53%. Las Vegas Raiders with Mendoza, 52%. And in our pre-production or talk of the day, Mr. Wilson said that Mendoza will suck. That's all I have to say. Yeah, but he said it basically that way. We got then the Buffalo Bills, 52%, almost 53%. The Chargers are 52%. Panthers are 52%. Vikings are 51%. Jets at 51%. Rams at 51%. Seattle Seahawks at 51%. Denver Broncos at 51%. The Commanders 50%. And now the New York Giants 49%. The San Francisco 49ers 49%. The Steelers 49%. Dallas Cowboys 49%. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 49%. Jacksonville Jaguars also at 49%. The Eagles at 48%. So they got an easy schedule. The Ravens 47%. The Titans 47%. We know Cam Ward needs all the help in the world. So good for him. Houston Texans, same with Stroud, 47%. Maybe he has a better season this year. The Lions with Coach PlayStation Campbell, 46%. The Falcons with Tua, oh my God, what a disaster. Even with 46% strength of schedule, he'll suck anyway. And then the Colts, 46%. The Bengals, 45%. And we have the Saints, 43%. And the Cleveland Browns, 42%. I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to football fantasy championship, I use this all the time to evaluate what kind of players I'm going to get. You know, all your superstars don't, no matter what, they can play any schedule. But then when you start trying to find that player, that's sexy. Hey, if Joe Burrow can stay sexy and he has the bottom 3 easy schedule, woo-wee, I like that already. What do you feel, guys, about all this winning percentage? Let's go with you, Top Fun. Let's start with your beloved Miami Dolphins, 54%. Second most hardest schedule.
I think I saw something for Miami. Of the teams they play, 11 of them had a winning record last year or something along those lines. Miami screwed. They might win
2 games.
3 games maybe. I saw they interviewed the offensive coordinator for Miami now, and it sounds like they just want to run the ball all the time. So that's probably why they extended Achane, and they're probably going to lose a lot of games.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Archie Manning, 2027.
There we go. There we go. Tank. Come on, say your favorite word.
Yeah, Tank, let's go. Number 1 pick.
Come on, Top Fun. Your favorite word.
Tank,
Tanking.
let's go.
Yeah, he loves
We're
that.
either getting
brother.
Archie Manning or Smith from Ohio State. Let's go.
Wow. Voice, how you feel about that? You're the other one here that loves the Miami Dolphins, no matter what.
I love it.
So having this
I
schedule.
I love it. I love it. I don't expect the Dolphins to win any more than 3 games. What I want to see from this team is, how they're going to play. That's fine. If you only win 2 or 3, that's fine. But at least be a little bit competitive while losing. That's all I want to see. And I don't expect absolutely anything, from this team this year. So, like Tafan said, either the first or second pick in next year's NFL draft. And no, stay away from Archie Manning. Far away. Stay far, far, far away from him. No. From what I saw this year out of him in Texas, who had a hell of a, offense, that big old offensive line, weapons on the outside, running back, they had it all, and he still played just okay. Nah, he you know who's carrying him? His last name. That's all. That's it.
Yeah. He's more Eli than Peyton.
Yeah. So no, stay away from him.
Sure, give me Eli
he's
on the
more
Dolphins.
Eli.
I'll take Eli.
Yeah, he's more Eli.
I'll take Eli with 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
Nah.
Not once, but twice. He beat the GOAT twice.
No.
He beat the GOAT twice. Come on, guys.
That
It's
defense
not like he went and beat the Cleveland Browns. No, he beat the New England Patriots. Well, he beat the undefeated New England Patriots. Let's put that in there. And he's still out of the Hall of Fame. Oh, don't get me started on that one.
He should be.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
No, he should be out of the Hall of Fame because you're overrating those.
Troy Aikman with 3 Super Bowl championships and that garbage stats that he has. How in the hell they cannot have Eli Manning in there? It's a disgrace.
But check this out. This is crazy though. In his Super Bowl MVP year, Troy Aikman had 4 touchdowns in that Super Bowl, which is more than what Eli had in 2.
But he beat the Patriots.
No, he didn't. The defense beat the Patriots. Strahan, O.C. Umenyiora, those are the guys who kept
against who? The Buffalo Bills?
What's that? Yeah, against the Buffalo Bills.
And how you destroyed the Buffalo Bills back-to-back years?
They destroyed everybody else in the AFC.
But you destroyed them. You see?
Yeah.
He went when he was the underdog. You were the favorite. So you were supposed to do whatever you did against Buffalo.
But the Cowboys were the favorite. No, they were not.
I'm not stuttering here.
They were not favorites in that Super Bowl.
Who?
The Dallas Cowboys.
No way.
They had just gotten there. They had just arrived. The Buffalo Bills had been there for 2 years. Nobody thinks that they're going to win or lose 3 Super Bowls in a row. Cowboys weren't expected to win that game.
Hey, I know you guys are not brothers, you and the boys, but I think you were born in the same hospital. So I need to find out who was really born in Nicaragua or Miami. I think the 2 of you were born in Miami.
Hey, listen, let's just put it this way. Eli did not beat the Patriots. The Giants beat the Patriots. O.C. Umenyiora, Justin Tuck, those guys put a beating on Tom Brady. We all have. Did we watch the game? Did you guys watch that game?
Who was the MVP? Who was the MVP?
You know who should have been? The entire Giants. That's fine. Eli
won the MVP.
Eli Manning was the MVP, but the entire Giants defense should have won.
Should have been the MVP.
Just like when you go and say, "Oh, Jimmy won 3." No, Jimmy won 2. And you know who won the other one?
Barry won with Jimmy's team. That's all we said. We didn't say that Jimmy won 3. We said that Barry won with Jimmy's team.
Listen to your buddy, the man that you cannot do nothing in your life. He keeps saying the boat should be called 4 rings instead of just 3 rings. You know.
But you know what? You know what? Remember on draft night, what was coach's name? Darlos, right? Coach Darlos,
Yeah, he was with
right?
us.
Yeah. So okay, so when you asked him the same question, just remind me what was in his own words. What did he say to you when you asked him? Do you think Barry won the Super Bowl? What did he tell you exactly?
I think
He
he
probably
said you're
wasn't
right.
listening.
I think he said you're right. I think that's what he said to me. I don't remember.
No,
I can't recall.
he said that he would have
I
won
can't
the Super
recall.
Bowl as the coach on that team.
There you
Exactly,
go.
and then why did he say that? He goes because those were Jimmy's players. Even the coach said it. I mean,
Come
come
on.
on now.
Sports
all
pops
right.
don't want to
Look,
listen. He don't want to
it's
listen.
all good. It's all good. You guys
The-
keep in that La La Land fantasy of yours and keep saying
Sports
that
Pops,
Jimmy
I
won
I gotta tell you too, with all this Eli Manning disrespect over here, I was just looking at the two Super Bowls that he won. Keep in mind they were a wild card team both times, so he had to go 8-0 to win those Super Bowls, and in those playoffs combined, he had 15 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and he led game-winning drives for both Super Bowls. Game-winning drives for both Super Bowls.
He should be in Canton. It's disrespectful what they do. If you decided to have your boy Troy Aikman in the Hall of Fame, then almost any quarterback should be in the Hall of Fame. That's all I have to say. You know?
Oh my God!
Keep
Well,
in mind
it's just
too with Eli.
Huh?
With Eli, no disrespect to the players that he played with, because obviously he had good players, especially on defense. But in terms of offense, did he really have like a superstar offensive player? He was throwing to like Mario Manningham and all these crazy Plexico after he was gone from the Steelers. Like he
I
played
shoot
with
my own leg.
yeah, he didn't play with like any like superstar level receiver like Troy Aikman did.
Finally, somebody's bringing some sense to this damn show.
It's not fun. It's just like, it's the same thing, and I'm gonna say it until they put me on the ground. The GOAT didn't win shit until Pippen arrived. Period. And that's a fact.
Oh, here we
Period.
go.
Period.
Pippen was already playing it when Phil Jackson comes in.
Period.
Please.
Period. Until Pippen was on the team, Michael didn't win a damn thing, and that's a fact.
No.
Look it up.
The fact is that neither one won anything until Phil Jackson arrived. That is the freaking fact.
There you go. It was already a loaded team.
What
else? Come on.
You know why Mr. Wilson didn't call us analysts? Because takes like that you do voice. That's it. Your takes are
I'm stating a fact. I'm stating a fact.
What fact?
Like I said, Michael didn't win shit until Pippen got there. That's a fact. No matter how you see it. No matter how you see it.
No. The fact is, Michael had not won anything. Pippen had not won anything. They hadn't been playing already for 3 years together until Phil, the greatest basketball coach to coach in the NBA level, came and won 3 championships with garbage players.
Until Phil, I never took a sorry-ass team all the way to the top, Jackson. There you go.
I don't care. He took that garbage team with 1 superstar and the rest of the team, role players.
He calls them garbage.
Well, it was like, you think Bill Cartwright was something?
Oh, my God.
Do you think John Paxson was something? And then you want to give credit to Pippen like Pippen was fucking Magic Johnson. No, he wasn't. And especially
my God.
He played scared. The first 3 years he played scared that first repeat.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Tutelage of Phil Jackson. Take that to the bank, boy.
Hey, come on, Mr. Wilson. Let's move in, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, well, you know where I stand with the Michael. With the Michael, Michael is my GOAT.
That's fine. No, he's your GOAT, right? He was already on the team. Period. So there you go.
You know what it is?
And
It's the
Scotty,
Wilson
in his
deep
entire
inside
Hall of
knows
Fame,
what I'm saying, I'm correct.
What's
The
that?
first repeat, you know deep inside that the first repeat, that team was not really an amazing team at all.
no.
Besides Mike. Besides
No.
Mike, I don't care what everybody comes with the argument. All the LeBrunians. Oh, he didn't win anything until Pippen arrived. Bullshit. Get it right.
No,
I-
and Pippen, even in his Hall of Fame career, Pippen never averaged more than 22.1 points a game. Never averaged more than 22 points, even when Michael wasn't there. By the way, even when Michael was away, I think 22.1 was his highest, and that was when Michael Jordan was playing baseball, if I'm not mistaken.
For everybody that knows me, who is my favorite player of all time?
Magic Johnson.
Magic.
Right, Magic, not Braun.
Number
Magic.
2 on my list. Number 2 on my list.
That's fine, but my favorite player of all is Irvin Magic Johnson.
You want to know my top 5?
I know it's gonna be Michael. We all know that. We know that.
Oh, that's on your list. Michael all the way. But anyway, it's Michael, Magic, Larry. I'm going to take Shaquille O'Neal, and rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Those are my top 5.
Damn.
And if I keep going, we're going to find LeBron being on the 12th. And you know what's the beauty about it? Nobody can argue against it. No one.
I love Pops. I love Pops.
Listen. Nobody can argue against it, but nobody who has 2 eyes and knows anything about basketball is going to agree with it.
There's a lot of people out there are saying it that he's not even number 2. You are like a spoon in there over there with that. Oh, he's number 2. He's number 2, no matter what. Number 2. No, he's not. Magic Johnson is number 2 to me on my list.
Hey, Pops, I love how you say, man, listen, LeBron is in the top 20. He's the 21st best player. He takes him out of the top 20.
Best player in my top 20.
No 23 years in the league. 23 years in the league. Come on.
Hey, that's what happens when you take that Kool-Aid, special Kool-Aid he drank at Diddy's party.
I just talk sports. I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
Hey, he came out and he's the one that there ain't no party like a Diddy party. I didn't say that he did, and that's not created anything. Is the truth, hands down. Anyway, gentlemen, it's been a heck of a show. Chino, get us out of here so I can take you out to dinner. It's early, brother. It's only 8:53. Don't complain. You'll be looking at me like I'm taking a long time with you guys here, Oh, by the way, you fucked up last week.
Oh,
I fuck up every week.
No, you don't. But you did. Last week, you remember when you left the song playing?
Yeah.
And I said, hey, come and fix it. You went and said, by my name.
Oh shit!
You get excited or something like that. You said about and I noticed when I listened.
Well, you're always excited when you see me. I notice.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
No,
that's crazy.
Guys,
That's
no doubt in my mind.
I cause that in men and women.
Yeah, he does definitely. Oh my God!
But he likes it more with the men.
Right here. There's the reason he's not on camera or the voice. That's all I have to say.
I make look at him now. We have like 6 lights. I had to do makeup on him. Jesus Christ!
Damn!
You forgot the lipstick. Anyway, you forgot the lipstick and the nail polish of Caleb Mabel and Williams. That's all I have to say.
No, listen, we just spent some major money on the podcast. We bought a real, like a huge green screen.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get chairs. We're gonna have some plants. We got some stuff for the camera. Oh boy, this is gonna be the next episode.
I don't want to get. You guys know what we're working on, and it's called Ride Nation Chat Room.
Yep.
Outback Steakhouse, and I'm gonna say it. They're in. I was in the
Oh,
meeting
wow.
2 days a year. And then today I spoke again with Buffalo Wild Wings. We're looking great, brother. We are
All
looking
right.
really good. So
He talked with the buffalo.
yeah, I
With the
talked to the
buffalo
Buffalo.
himself.
I talked to the Buffalo.
Oh,
Yeah,
this looks good, bro.
yeah. Look at us,
We
man.
look good.
We're looking
This
good.
is like the real thing.
Look at that. Look.
I've never seen the boys look better.
Oh,
That's right. I'm the best looking out of them all, baby. I'm the best looking,
yeah, he
baby.
is. Definitely, he's the best looking one. Yeah.
Listen, this is gonna get like I'm really excited for a long time. I'm excited. This is awesome. I'll give it to Sports Pop. You know, he's trying very hard, and I think next Tuesday we'll set everything up so we don't have these difficulties. Again, it's just a couple of people doing all the work backstage, but I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a tech guy when it comes to the market that I work, but on this is a complete new ball game for me. And then I get the notion that it's going to be easy. And then when we were here since 3:30. And
No, but it's going to happen, Papi.
At 7 o'clock, I was like, what in the F I got to do with this damn software? But, we'll figure it out.
It's gonna work out. You'll see. It's gonna work out.
Hey, guys, I'm very excited. I think this is our new way to go. It gives us a little bit more of a presence within the market and keep competing. But I'll tell you this. A lot of people that I've been talking, and I let them listen because that's the way I promote the show. A lot of people are saying, you got something special. I'm going to take it because I think we need ourselves to recognize our work. Well, besides Chino, other people are saying we got something special going. And, I remember we went in 2024, like a week after Top Fun's birthday, to do we were going to do one of the pilots. And I think Chino at the beginning, when I say, hey, we're going to do a podcast, he was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Javi's coming in here.
No, we had a guy coming today, and he said, fuck, this is good. And he said, no shit, motherfucker.
He had it to see how we do the production of the show. And I just heard that what Chino said, that, the guy said that we're good. What is incredible about our show to all our fans, and, we say it here at the Sports Ride Show, every sports story belongs to you. But the fact that we don't have a script and we can relate to sports the way we do it, I think that's been production in the sense, hey, let's go have pre-production meetings.
So it's hard, but this is amazing.
But
I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. And this is only the beginning. I think this is how you grow businesses.
Yeah,
it's been organic.
The last thing that I got from iHeartRadio was they love our energy, they love our knowledge, they love our banter, but they feel like we are more barstool guys than iHeartRadio. So complete 1,000% how they feel about us and the show. But we're on the right direction, to be honest with you. We are super direct. So, hey guys, been a pleasure. Bless you guys. Once again, to all our sports fan, every sports story belongs to you here at the Sports Ride Show. Take us out of here, Chino.
Do it.
Thank you to my pit crew with Top Fun Maverick, Mr. Wilson. Listen to the voices if you want to get in trouble with the voice Ortiz, even though you could not see him. And of course, with Livestock Concussion Protocol. Keep your engines running. The Sports Ride Show is here.
All right.